Welcome to another episode of Johnny's Bodge Garage, and this is, I hope, going to help you save some of the hours that I spent trying to figure this out. This is sort of the view, if you would, from the inside of the BMW Z3, the exterior door handle. Often what happens is you have to replace them because this piece here breaks. And when this is assembled, and that is what takes the time, this little tab right here just naturally will go into here. So here's the problem, is you're trying to assemble two separate parts that have this linkage. I said that already goes in kind of naturally. So one linkage, the door lock linkage, then the inside door handle or for opening mechanism right here. So there's 1, 2, 3 linkages going together blind inside this door. So here is what I finally figured out. First of all, your door lock, if everything falls apart, which happens, goes like this. It has the toggle going to the back. That goes in there. What I did the last time is I put a little piece of tape on it, kind of hold it in place because you're trying to fiddle it up into this door, into this lock. Secondly, this piece also keeps falling off, so I'm going to tape that also, but it has the toggle. I don't know if you can see that. It has the bend, the extra bend right here, which is important for going from this area here, bending around, and it kind of goes through this slot here. So what you do is we will put the lock in first, feeding this up through, having this taped on, then it gets bolted up to these 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 3. I think there's some adjustment for this to move in and out. Then the door handle gets fed up in through here. By the way, the only thing I had to remove was this window rail guide, which has a bolt on the end right here and then one underneath on the bottom. So that comes out. So that gives you the room to do all the feeding of the door lock and the handle. So like I said, when this is put into the front, and if I had flipped it over, you'll see that the door lock, the key, has a little nut that holds it in place, and then there's also this there's a pin that goes from the front too, that kind of holds it in place. But when you do assemble it, this piece naturally goes into this slot right here, and then underneath you'll see this is for connecting to the door. What's it for? I'm not sure. Anyway, this connects to this. When this plastic piece is still on here, you can leave it like flipped back like this. This will then sort of feed into the hole right here, and then you can just rotate around and it clicks on. So I wasted so much time trying to have all those 3 pieces, the whole assembly trying to go together. Anyway, I was wrong. That's the simplest way. Have this inside door lock with a toggle like that. The top like unlocking mechanism has a toggle to the back. You assemble it. I would tape it lightly in there. You can take the tape off later if you like. You bolt it into these 3 bolts. Once that's in place, feed the door handle up through this space here, making sure that you have this removed, and everything should be gravy. By the way, one of the mistakes that I made is when I purchased this, it did not come with a key, which is needed to change the lock on this. So unfortunately, I'm left with a handle that works, but a lock that doesn't work. And another part that was also problematic is there's a plastic sheath around my original lock, which had broken off. This piece had broken off. That did not have it on the new door handle, which again is a problem for this working. So I took the plastic sort of sheath off and glued it onto here.